What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, man? For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. And here we are. It's hate week. And, per tradition, what is it been, Q? Last 3 years, last 4 years?
It's I think about 3 or 4 years, Lo.
Yeah,
You
last
right on,
three, four
right on
years.
it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last 3, 4 years, me and Q, we got to link up and talk about how the Falcons going to beat the Saints. So, Q, you want to let everybody...
Okay.
Q, you want to let everybody know where they can find you at, Bo?
well, Lo, you can find me in the winner circle, bro. But Sports Coma, man. Sports Coma with Big Q on YouTube. Or you can look at the whothatdaily.com. That's the whothatdaily.com, my friend.
You already know what time it is, man. You already know. So look, I need everybody that's watching, make sure that you hit that like button. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Whether you're watching on Pro Media Network, the Sports Coma, or if you're watching on Big Low Country Sports, we would definitely greatly appreciate it. I don't know about Q, but I promise you, I dance at your wedding one day. Q, I don't think I ever seen you dance. Are you a mover and shaker, Q?
Yes, I am, brother. But I don't know about I'll dance at your wedding, bro. But make sure you have good something there to drink, brother, and something to eat. That's what we do down here. Yeah, make sure they got to make sure they got some good eating going on down there, brother, because that helps the vibe going.
That helps the vibe going. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That music get down around your feet. Then
yeah.
There
especially
you go.
when you got something to eat, something to drink, that just move it right along. It makes it all good.
I know you say you dance a little bit. You do. You ever did the swag circuit? You ever hit that swag circuit? Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. That's a little old, there, Lo, but yeah, I think we did that.
Oh, man, shoot, everybody in Atlanta been doing it. We've been doing it all season, Q. We've been doing it.
Y'all been swag surfing. That's what's going on over there. That's y'all doing.
Oh, yeah, Q. That's what
we're doing. Man. Yes, there it is. There it is. Well, brother. Well, that's good, brother. That's if that's what that helps you win, man. It helps you feel good. It's all right with me, brother.
That's it. Beautiful thing about that swag, so if you can do it any way you want to, Q.
That's right.
You can just you can beat it up with it, or you can. I mean, you can do everything, Q. That's a beautiful thing.
You can swag surf it to the 2-step. Is that how it goes?
That's it, Q. That's it. Oh man. Look here, y'all already know you gotta show love to everybody. Showing love to us. John Brooks is in here, Trinity Clark. False start Falcons in here. He says, who that about to get kicked in between the wash machine and the dryer? Dad, go on, Q.
Hey, brother. Hey, that's we might have to pump the brakes on that, brother. You might be in for a little surprise. You never know.
Hey. I mean, we gonna see Brian Moses in here. Tell what's up, Lo. 3 Geek. ATL hometown Falcons. What's going on, fam? Hope you're doing good tonight. Dante Spate. Much love to everybody that's coming in, showing love with us. JT's in here. Says blessings, Q. Clint
Shout out.
So definitely appreciate everybody for coming on and chilling out with us. So Q, I know it was one of the situations where we were. I was going to talk to my to the coaching staff about the untimely. I feel like it wasn't warranted. As a matter of fact, we've been protesting in Atlanta for y'all to keep Dennis Allen.
You can have him now. Y'all can take him back down there. He ain't hitting on nothing, bro. Y'all can have him.
We'll take him as a DC now. Like we'll take him as a DC.
That ain't scaring nothing, brother. I mean that'll weaken your team, to be honest with you. But
I mean, that defense was looking legit now. Whenever he was out DC, I mean, you got to give it to him.
I don't know, Lord. It ain't been looking too legit the last several weeks. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I ain't gonna take nothing away from him as a coordinator, but it comes at a price. So
one thing I can tell you, Q, as far as like great DCs, it's It's kind of like whenever you date somebody, you know, you could date somebody, they be a great girlfriend or a boyfriend, but when you marry them, it ain't the same.
The energy changes somewhere
The
along in
energy
that.
changes sometimes, and that's the same thing it is with coordinators. It's like, you know, they be like, man, boy, that joker, he's a great coordinator. As soon as that joker turned into a coach, you be like, man, what are we doing? Like, what's going on? So I feel like that might have been the situation with Dennis Allen. And the reason why I say I know that from experience is because that's kind of what we had with Arthur Smith. You know, everybody thought he was going to be this dog that, you know, came in and we were going to put a whole bunch of points on the board. And we celebrated if we scored 15 points. It was a whole lot of swag surfing in Atlanta if we were able to score 15 points in the game. So, yeah, trust me, I completely understand what you're coming from. But, I mean, look, if you could, I mean, just tell us, you know, tell the Falcons fan, I'm pretty sure, you know, everybody in the family over there, you know, at the Great State Think Tank, I'm pretty sure they already know how you feel. But let us know what you're thinking about, you know, the untimely firing of Dennis Allen.
It wasn't timely enough. You know, that was the unfortunate part about it. We kind of needed Dennis Allen out of here a little sooner. We thought he should have been fired last year when he apologized to the Atlanta family base and for what happened at the end of the game. But, you know, it's just a lot of sad things that happened. Even the players talked about it. You know, we had a couple of players mention it. One in particular, our former offensive lineman, James Hurst, he made mention of it in the report. He basically talked about how they didn't like how Dennis Allen threw him under the bus. But Dennis Allen is an incredibly off coach. He is, you know, we kind of have a kitty name, what we call him Possum. He kind of resembles a possum. I think his spiritual animal is a weasel or a possum. But, you know,
hold on.
Yes, sir.
A possum?
Yes, his spiritual animal is a possum. You know, I think it's his behaviors is weasel. His spiritual animal is a possum. You know, and that's just unfortunate. Yes,
okay. I'm sorry, Q. Go ahead. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? What this man's called? Okay, go ahead, Q. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I think.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, family. I'm kind of moving around, man. I'm driving. But yes. We kind of call him the possum, bro, because you know, he kind of looks like a possum, especially when he's losing and his face and all this kind of stuff. But I think his spiritual animal is a weasel, but he looks like a possum. It's a very weird and strange phenomenon we got going on with the whole Dennis Allen thing. But his coaching. Head coaching skills were just laughable. It was just terrible. A lot of the players, you know, wanted him to go. Or Gail Benson had to basically come down and go beyond Dennis Lauscher, who's supposed to be the president of football operations for the Saints. Dennis Lauscher didn't do a damn thing. He's supposed to be checking behind Mickey Loomis, and Mickey Loomis, who is the vice president of football operations and also the general manager, he's sitting here making excuses for why Dennis Allen is losing, and he's blaming injuries for why Dennis Allen, he wants the Saints to keep this guy. Gail says no. She talked to the players. She talked to supporters, and Gail told Mickey Loomis to go fire that guy. So Mickey Loomis ultimately had to end up firing Dennis Allen to his chagrin. And like I said, he still says Dennis Allen is a great head coach and all this kind of jazz. So that's what we've been going through for a while now. And I'm just really happy that the Saints made the decision to do it, and we're anticipating changes to happen as the season is over with, going up into that echelon of the organization. So there's going to be some movement. And then another great part about the firing of Dennis Allen is the fact that how it happened. Gail, she facilitated the change as opposed to Mickey Loomis. Mickey Loomis didn't do his job. Neither did Dennis Lauscher. So she had to do their jobs. These were supposed to be football guys, and I mean, you know, and they didn't do a damn thing. So there's going to be a little shake and bake going up there, and it needs to, because these guys don't have any vision. They're sitting up there, they're not doing their jobs. And Gail, she's seen it. So credit to that happening, man. So I'm glad that is, you know, that happened. Now, Darren Rizzi is their new interim coach right now. And Darren Rizzi is a fireball. He's a firebrand. Very passionate guy. That's the key word with him, is passion. So what he's doing is he's coming in here and he's trying to get everybody fired up to get ready for the Falcons. I think the firing of Dennis Allen, getting him out of here, and getting Darren Rizzi here, and then the matchup against the Falcons might get a Saints a spark that they need to kind of get a win. I'm not looking beyond that because this is a long rest of the season, and the Saints have to take it at a game-by-game approach.
Okay. Well, I mean, I definitely appreciate you for explaining that, Q. And I know that you said that Coach Rizzi, it's about passion, and he's trying to fire everyone up. In the words of a native New Orleans rapper, yes, he's trying to fire everybody up, but on Sunday, we will be the firemen, fire for firemen. You can spark it up, and we're going to put you out. And in the words of Lil Wayne, who wants to perform at the Super Bowl. I understand he's trying to get them boys fired up, Q, but unfortunately, we all know what time it is. I mean,
Lo, just say this, bro. First of all, Lil Wayne is cool, but we don't really, we Saints people, man. Lil Wayne is a Packer fan, so whatever he says, his songs about whatever, we just kind of just laugh it out, laugh on the side, and we just kind of cackle at it a little bit, and we just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's fine, bro. We want y'all to bring whatever y'all got to the dome. And listen, I'm just saying this much, bro. The Saints have been losing for a long time. Dennis Allen is one of the main reasons why the Saints have been unsuccessful. With him gone, there is no excuses here. The Saints have to fly around. They have to make plays. And now we hit him out of the way, and Darren Rizzi's there. This should be a situation where the Saints become unbound and really do your challenge. The energy of the rivalry, the fact that they fired Dennis Allen, this has to culminate into something. A lot of people believe that the Saints are, that they're dead, they're beyond resuscitation. Some people actually believe that. Me, on the other hand, I don't know what to expect from the Saints, but I do realize this. With all of the years that I've been dealing with the rivalry between the Saints and the Falcons, that, regardless of what the records are, it's going to be a good game. The fact that Dennis is gone, if he's out of here, that should create some type of energy that should go along with that. And it might pose for some difficulty, is what I'm saying, my brother. So we don't know, but we'll see how it goes, bro.
Yeah. And look, it's kind of like, it's one of them situations where our head coach, he mentioned, he was like, every time he's been around the team or been on the team or played against the team who just fired their head coach, right, they always come out with a little bit more passion. Everybody has a renewed sense of a passion and fire. And, I think it's one of them situations where, people start thinking, well, dang, they fired him. Shoot, I could get fired too. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand that. So I think it's
Lo, y'all went through that y'all went with that last year. Y'all went through that last year with Arthur Smith.
Well, I mean, we did.
Like when you
made it through the whole year. We didn't fire him in the middle
of
the year.
But but I'm saying in terms of a coaching change. Like y'all guys, we helped y'all out last year by getting him out of here so you can start the season fresh. Right? Yeah. We got him on out of here. In terms of the Saints should have fired him after the game because he had lost the locker room there. But what we had incompetence. We still have incompetence. So we're not out of the woods yet. But one of the main incompetence for the Saints to have success on the field currently was the head coach. He's out of the way. So, like I said, if anything, I think the Saints are going to be fired up. They want to win. They want to break the, 7-game losing streak that we're on. That don't even sound right. It's 7 games. I want to say it's 7 games.
Man, shoot, I'm hoping that y'all crap out. I hope y'all could, keep the streak going to 11.
Well, of course you would, Dan. I know. I definitely would expect a, Atlanta man like you to say that. But at the end of the day, I hear you. But I'm saying at the end of the day, bro, there's a lot on the line here. If they want to make a statement, if the Saints want to make a statement, there's a lot on the line here. Number one, like I said, it's Atlanta. Number two, Atlanta already beat the Saints earlier this season. A loss here means Atlanta sweeps the Saints. That hadn't happened in a while. So if they want to break a losing streak, they'll do it. They'll try to do it against the Falcons. If they have any pride left, they'll play and leave everything on the line, because we can't have Atlanta sweeping us, bro. We can't have that happen.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
We can't have that. That's terrible. That's like having a giant rock fall on you from outer space somewhere that's on fire. We just can't allow that to happen. That's terrible.
I understand that too, and I'm sorry. You probably can't see the screen, but I just realized there's a whole lot of trash down here, and I'm just sweeping the floor.
Well, is it feathers on the floor? You might want to get that up, y'all. You know that somebody knock some feathers off of y'all or something. That what you're sweeping up there?
Hey, I mean, we first in the NFC South. I mean. Sure,
well, that's that's fine.
Out here, I mean,
okay.
I just realized there was a lot of stuff on the floor, so I just want to sweep the floor right quick.
I was asking because I thought there might be some feathers on the floor. You might. Oh, my bad. Okay. You can't. You got to sweep those. You can't vacuum them up there, clog up the vacuum. You got to make sure. Yeah, you got to bring out the brooms. That's how they go. We had a couple of the Falcon people when we smacked the feathers off them last year. They was trying to vacuum it up, and they were complaining about clogged vacuum cleaners. So I was telling them, hey, don't do that. Sweep that shit up and throw it in the trash receptacle, and then don't use vacuums on that. That's pretty much. But go ahead, Lo. Back to you, sir.
Hold on.
Yes.
You said
yes, sir.
Last year.
Yeah, when we beat y'all last year.
I just make sure. I just make sure that was last year, because I know this year. Yeah. I know this year.
We were charitable and we donated the win to you, to be honest with you. Yes, we gave that win to you, Lo. To be honest with you, the Saints stunk in that game. It wasn't prepared. But credit to y'all for getting the win. I can't take that away from y'all, bro. As much as I want to, I can't do that. I'm a fair man, so I have to give you your due. Yeah, so y'all did a wonderful job in winning that game. So credit to Atlanta. Yes.
You take it. Hold it proudly, Q. Don't.
I don't know about holding it proudly, but I will take responsibility. I will take responsibility for a loss. Yes, sir. I will. Because congratulations on your win.
Because it's one of them situations, right, where did we give y'all your first loss to start the streak?
No, no, it wasn't. You guys, I don't think you guys started the streak. It was after the Dallas Cowboys game. I think it was Philadelphia. I think we played. Yeah, we Philadelphia started it, and we lost to Philadelphia. And ever since then, because right after the Dallas Cowboys game, we mopped up Carolina, we mopped up Dallas, and then we played the Eagles. I want to say it was the Eagles game. Saints had that in hand. They let it go. They wasted away a perfect opportunity, and ever since then, it's been a falling through the flow scenario for the last several weeks.
But y'all lost to Philadelphia like the last second of the game, right?
Yeah, it was a close game. It a basic breakdown, and then the next couple of games it was the same way, where the Saints were just not finishing these games, and then it got radically bad over time, where the Saints just was not competitive, and happened. Then of course, there had certain other things starting to happen with the team. We didn't make the proper decisions in terms of our personnel at times, and then they weren't motivated correctly, and everything just kind of snowballed to where it is now. So it's been a heck of a season for us, man. But usually, we're trying to salvage this thing as much as we can. Yeah, so, but no, y'all didn't start it though. Y'all didn't start it. The Eagles did.
We kind of started the streak because
y'all kept it going. Carolina kept it going.
Yeah, and then,
Carolina kept it going. The Chargers, Denver. Everybody kept it going. So there you go, Lo.
Hey, everybody in the chat, they tell me to put the broom down. So, y'all, I put the broom down. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep my house clean. Coach Rona, she tells me.
Yeah, you got to make sure you keep that broom there, Lo, because when the feathers start falling off of there, you got to have something to sweep them up. You get that broom. It'll be real ironic if you use a feather duster to get them feathers up. I don't think you want to do that. You use the feather duster. Weeks or whatever it is, because that'll, that's kind of going crazy too. So, use a broom. That's all I got to say, brother. To get the feathers up.
So,
yes, sir.
I got a question. This question is for everybody that's watching in the chat. Do y'all feel like the Falcons are going to sweep the Saints this year? If you feel like the Falcons are going to sweep the Saints, put a 1 in the chat.
That's a very strange question in the middle of the show. Very strange question.
Why is that strange question? Because I just happen to have the brew, and I didn't think about sweeping. It had nothing to do with sweeping y'all. I was just sweeping what was on the floor. So I just wanted to ask everybody in the chat.
So you just get so let me understand this. So you just randomly stand up with a broom and start sweeping live broadcast? Is that what's going on?
I see something on the floor. I said I need to clean it up. I ain't want to procrastinate.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't want to procrastinate. Too. I'm like, shoot, let me go ahead and get this. You know, I mean, so if y'all feel like the Falcons are going to sweep the Saints, put a 1 in the chat. And Saints fans, leave your heart out of it. Don't. I understand it hurts to say that you could get swept by us. If you feel like the Falcons aren't going to sweep the Saints this year, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what everybody's thinking. It's one of them situations. So y'all 2-7 Q. How did y'all get here? Like, what's the problem? Is it a situation where the defense is struggling? I know y'all started off, scoring 50 points a game the first two games. Everybody's saying, "Oh man, Saints going to the Super Bowl and everything." And what, what's the issues in New Orleans?
Well, we got multiple issues, to be honest with you, my brother. We have like I said, leadership issues is at the top of the team. We had an opportunity. We've been calling this out for a while. We knew Dennis Allen wasn't the proper guy to be here, and they weren't listening until we started mentioning economic boycotts and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden, we got some movement, we got some motion going on. And ultimately, we were able to force a change, and I'm very happy for that, to be honest with you. We were able to force a change to get Dennis Allen out of the way so we can persist to get back to our winning ways, man. And I'm very happy for that, to be honest with you, my brother. So, it started with that. But like the head coach means a lot, man. If your head coach is not on par, if your head coach doesn't have any vision, your team won't have a vision. That's the bottom line. The head coach is very imperative to the success of your team. And if the coach is a lame, who's inconsistent, who don't know what he's doing, and is a backstabby possum weasel, what's going to end up happening is your team is going to flounder. They're not going to win. They're going to look crazy. They're not going to be. And this would happen with the Saints. That's why they only win 2 games. They open up early on. They blow teams out of the water. But once people start figuring out when injuries hit, and when people start figuring out what you're doing, then things started to shaking and turning. So since then, the Saints have gotten people back from the injury situation, and they still was losing the last couple of games. So I don't know what the hell Mickey Loomis was talking about. Well, hey, hold on, you guys, injuries is the big part. Yeah, Dennis Allen is a great coach, and he listen. Let me tell you, he's gonna win. He's got Dennis Allen. Yeah, hold on now, Gail. Don't fire him yet. No. And she got him on, and that really kind of pissed her off because everybody mad. The people, the supporters are upset because the Saints are losing all these matchups, these games, and games that they're supposed to be winning because they're not properly prepared. They're not motivated properly. There's a split locker room, fractured all over the place, off-code coach. And he destroyed basically what could have been a promising season. So now they're in the hole, and they have to galvanize and get back to winning. So it's got to be a game by game approach moving forward through the rest of the season. So this is where we are. This is a move that's supposed to have happened last year. This guy shouldn't have been the coach. He got that because of the good old boy circle. He didn't deserve that job. He got it. He wasted away his opportunity. He brought players here that shouldn't have been here. There are guys here that can't block. And some of these guys who are supposed to be really good tackles are missing tackles, dropping interceptions. It ties into a lower morale of the team. So with him out of the way, hopefully that lifts their spirits up again and gets people back to the business of football. So, we'll see what happens coming up on Sunday, but I really think that they'll give a pretty decent performance based on the energy of the rivalry, the fact that we have a new energetic interim coach there, and the fact that they can't allow Atlanta to sweep. So that's my thoughts on that. But it's a lot going on, though. We're still not done yet.
Okay. I mean, I was just, and I was just wondering because, I mean, to go on a 7-game losing streak, something has to be wrong. Like it's not a situation where, hey, we got caught off guard, a couple of times, or we didn't we didn't get ourselves up for this game, or they just schemed us out of, you know what I'm saying? There's an issue. There's an overlying issue there. And it's like, we've been talking, the coaching staff over here, we've been talking about, the state of the NFC South. And someone in the comments, they said, hey, dang, Lo, we need that NFC South roundtable. We're trying to get it together. Rashard and Dave, they're actually in Germany right now for their game on Sunday. Carolina's playing the Giants on Sunday in Germany. So definitely safe travels for Rashard and Dave. Shouts out to the brothers. Big game James, he's coaching football. His son's playing. He's on the whole recruiting trail right now. So, he's tied up all the time. And y'all know how busy I am. And, Q, he's always wide open as well. But we're trying to get it put together. So, whenever we do get a chance to get it put together, we'll definitely, get everybody together so we can have a good time as usual. Q, I'm looking here, at the comments as far as, whenever I asked everybody if you feel like the Falcons could sweep the Saints this year, it's kind of mixed, Q. It's kind of.
I know.
I told the Saints fans leave their hearts out of it. It's like, let's.
You can't tell them to do that, Lo, because that's what they're gonna go. They're gonna they're gonna come with their hearts, bro. Because regardless of whatever the record says, it's gonna be regardless of whatever the record is, it's gonna be a battle. Because it's pride involved, right?
It's gonna be a battle. It's like I was telling you before the show. The thing is that there's guys on the Saints side like the Cam Jordans and the Alvin Kamaras, who's from Atlanta. The different guys like that. Marshawn Lattimore, he's gone. You got guys on our side like the Jake Matthews and the Grady Jarretts of the world. A lot of these young Thundercats, they don't really understand the passion that comes in these rivalry games until they play in the rivalry games. And a lot of times you got to play them more than a couple of them to really get it, because a lot of times these young Thundercats, they can't feed off the passion of the city because they're not in the city like that. So, it's going to be very intense. It's going to be very intense. Hopefully, because it seems like Derek Carr really loves Jesse Bates. I've never seen somebody dap somebody up after an interception, after throwing a pick six. Hopefully Derek Carr still has admiration for Jesse Bates. And we could go ahead and get in here and get this dub. If we could sweep the division, that's going to be a beautiful thing for our Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, the Carr thing is crazy to me. I've never heard of something that happened last year. I never heard somebody congratulate somebody for pick six. That's new to me. Hopefully not. Hopefully he's prepared, to do that. I mean, the last game he came back, he was really, he's kind of rusty early on. He was missing on kind of overthrowing people. And that comes with the territory. The guy ain't playing 3 weeks. He rusty as hell. He never was super accurate quarterback. So, his balls was throwing the ball up high, the ball low. He get a little blitz. He was throwing off his back foot. One particular time when he was throwing to Alvin Kamara, he hopped up off the ground and tried to throw the ball. And of course, the ball went to Alvin's feet. And the thing is, hopefully, now that he had that ugliness out of his way, hopefully he gets back to what he was playing like earlier before he got hurt, insofar as him being able to progress and go through his progressions. That's another thing. Bates got that pick six off of him last year because he stared down the receiver and Bates read his ball right to his eyes. He just ran right there and easy pick six. Hopefully we can get some pump fakes. Hopefully we can get some missed looks, looking if you won't throw right, look left, and, and do what you got to do. Hopefully we can get some couple of pump fakes there and him go through his progressions. We need him to get back to what he was looking like earlier in the season, because that's definitely needed. And we'll see how it goes, bro. But that was very strange to me to see him, congratulate the guy. Yeah, Bates definitely likes him because he's easy to read, bro.
Hey, man, like a children's book.
Very, very easy to read, bro. He's easy. Like I said before about his game. He's a gunslinger. That's the thing about Derek Carr. There's no change in that. He's a gunslinger. If you can give him wide receivers to throw downfield, he loves to do it. He loves to throw the deep ball. You know, uh, the reality is like is different. I've seen this watching film over and over again. He gets stuck on the side of the field. He can't do that against the Falcons. He can't throw interceptions against the Falcons. Can't turn the ball over. We got to be able to defend home turf. We got to be able to get to our offense, whatever, run the football. We got to be able to get downfield. It's going to be a tough battle. But at the end of the day, they put themselves in this position and they got to fight themselves out.
That's it. That's it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, we can go ahead and talk about, where the Atlanta Falcons are doing and, how they in the position that they're in. Right. I'm sorry, Q. Our dog, man. Sometimes, she get these toys and stuff and she'll rip them up. And,
Why would you need to sweep up toys, Lo? You just pick those up. You don't need to sweep up toys.
Not so she'll rip the toys up, like, cotton and stuff. It go everywhere. It's annoying. No, I like to keep her tidy home. I like to keep a clean house there.
You sure there ain't feathers down there? You ain't sweeping up feathers?
Ain't no feathers. Ain't no feathers, Q.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah, we good.
Okay. I was just making sure you ain't got no feathers down there. You pick it up, because feathers fall off. You can't vacuum them up. So yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, that's pretty cool, Lo. That's. So so what do you think, brother? You predicting the sweep? Is that what's going on?
I mean, yeah. I think the Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody's saying the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFC. I seriously think that it's one of those situations where the Falcons are the best team in the NFC. If you look at it via transitive property, right? Only team Detroit Lions lost to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers twice. I feel like, especially now, after Hudson got injured, it's not a situation where I'm scared of the Detroit Lions like a lot of other teams, say the Detroit Lions are the be-all, end-all. The Atlanta Falcons, we put together a really good team. Kirk Cousins, MVP candidate. Bijan Robinson is looking like a top 3 running back in the NFL. Kyle Pitts, he's emerged as one of the best tight ends in the league, what we hope he could be. Drake London is looking like one of the best wide receivers. Darnell Mooney, Tulane guy, he's looking like one of the best deep threats in the NFL. And the defense, what everyone's worried about, the defense is continuing to progress. And, we're trying to use our weapons defensively to the best of our ability or to the best of their ability. And we're just going to keep growing. And I feel like we got a legit shot to sweep the Saints and sweep the NFC South, unless we just shut it down the last week of the season because we got our playoff season already.
Well, all I can say, bro, is that sounds very interesting, bro, and I'm happy that you guys are stepping up and doing the right thing. But it'd be mighty ironic, with all that being said, that the Saints stop your train right in its tracks. And I think this is a game, Lo, you might want to watch out for, bro. This could be a game. I don't want to call it a trap game, but I'm saying, because listen, it was a lot of energy that that became untapped once Dennis Allen left out of here, like a deep breath being released, right? Oh, yeah. So with him out of the door, the Falcons on their way. I'm just saying, in defending home turf, Cam Jordan, all of these guys, DeMario Davis, they've been looking for one galvanizing moment to get back on the right track. Stopping the NFC South leading Falcons in their tracks could be that one thing that sets all that off. So yeah, y'all guys are doing a terrific job in doing what y'all do. Y'all sitting up there, handling the business. But I got to give it to Falcons, 6-3. They're 3-3 on the road, so they're not afraid of no ghosts on the road. They perfect on the road. So running game, they got the running game going for them and playing really well. Like I said, man, we'll see what happens, bro. This is one of these unique situations where the Saints are at the bottom. Y'all are in the penthouse. We're in the cellar right now. But let me tell you something, bro. These rivalries always seem to do something, bro. So
I mean,
that's all I'm saying, bro.
You're right. I mean, because it's one of those situations where, I mean, just like you said, look, when it comes to rivalry games, I believe you throw the records aside, right? Like, I mean, look at last year. It's a situation where, you know, y'all weren't worried about seeding and everything like that. Y'all just wanted to beat us. The same thing for us with y'all that first game. Like, we just wanted to beat you. We weren't worried about no records. We just wanted to beat the Saints. That's all we wanted to do. And I mean, so I've been a part of teams who, you know, where coaches, you know, went through things or, you know, whatever, and whether it's a situation where you're playing for that coach who isn't there anymore, or if it's a situation where you're glad that coach is gone, it's a situation where you're gonna come out like your hair's on fire. You're gonna come out because you feel like you have something to prove. And I could definitely see the Saints doing that. But the only difference is that, you know, we've been coming out like our hair's on fire, and, you know, we haven't needed that extra motivation. So just knowing that y'all are going to come out with that extra motivation, if we match that energy, I mean, we in there like swimwear.
Yeah, but it is a case though, like where, you know, Atlanta always has a pivotal moment during the stretch of the season where something goes awry.
I mean, that's every team, though.
No, I'm just talking about Atlanta right now. I'm saying, is there a particular situation that happens, like when y'all moving the group, and all of a sudden 2 flat tires happen, and then y'all turn it, go somewhere to get the flat tires replaced, and you pull them, you know, get the tow truck to come pick it up, and as you you know, get the tow truck and picks the car up, takes it to the shop, and then next thing you know, y'all go in there to go and use the bathroom, you come out with the tow truck. So, you know, so I'll be honest asking, are y'all prepared to deal with letdowns like from years past? You know what I'm saying? You know, you have stuff that happened, y'all winning, y'all moving, everybody's swag surfing. The next thing you know, they plop their ass down on the chair, rise up, fall down. How are you prepared to deal with that? What do you think about that?
Well, the thing is, the thing about Atlanta as a city is that we gonna roll with the punches. It's like if we come across something negative, like, yeah, it's gonna hurt, but we're gonna roll with the punches. It's like, it's gonna be like, dang, like that sucked. You know, we plan on beating the Saints, but you know what? At the end of the day, the Saints are still 3-7. We're 6-4. It's like, we're gonna find the positives in the situation. So it's like, if it's a situation where a monkey falls out of a tree, you know, a 6-legged monkey falls out of the tree, and it's a situation where y'all slip up and win this game, then, you know, it is what it is. Y'all, you know, it happens. But I just don't see it happening. I just see the Falcons winning this game and continuing the dominant run that they made in 2024 throughout the NFC South. I mean, I just don't see a loss. I mean, look, if it's a situation where, you know, you feel so confident about it. I remember last year, you know, we did the whole, you know, wager and everything. I mean, I know you said that you don't want to do that no more, but I mean, you sound very confident, Q. Like you sound, you sound like it's a situation where y'all going to surprise us and shock the world. So, I mean,
I'm not that. Listen, Lord, I hear you on that, brother.
I'm just saying, like, you know, it's a situation where you feel like it's gonna happen. Like, you know, hey,
should I put a bet on it? That what you said, Lo? Should I place a bet?
I mean, hey, like I said, like Al Green said on that, put it on paper. Like, if you feel like,
hell no, I ain't
if
put
you
no
feel
bet
like,
on it.
feel like a situation where y'all gonna put it out, put it on
listen,
paper.
All I'm saying, bro, at the end of the day, man, is that listen, we have to watch out, man. Because me personally, I'm still in wait and see mode. I do like the fact that they made the proper moves. But like I say, man, you know how I feel. Lord, if I had my button, I hit my show me button because that's what it is. We done supported the team. We done did what we were supposed to do for the last several years, and we've been let down constantly. Bad decision making, not making the proper calls when you're supposed to make the proper calls, not doing what you're supposed to do in the draft, sticking too long with bad coaches, making a ton of excuses. This is not how we roll. We don't like this. But at the end of the day, they got to prove it to us just like they got to prove it to themselves, man. So this is an interesting matchup. So for the Saints to start winning a lot of the people back, because all of this bad football they've been doing, they got to wake the hell up and start showing up and handle that business, man. That's all I'm saying, my brother. At the end of the day, and I'm not ready to put no money on them, bro. I remember what happened last time I did that, and I'm not going to give you the honor of we're not going to do that, Lo. But it would be funny for you to have a rise up, fall down shirt on. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be funny. That'd be funny as hell.
Look, I'm willing to put it. I'm willing to put it where
I hear you, Lord. I appreciate that.
I'm confident. I'm confident.
I hear you. I got you, brother, and I'm proud of you on that, brother.
Hey, I look. I understand.
You're gonna walk a little slow on this sucker. I'll tell you what.
I understand how much it hurt, Q. I can hear the pain in your voice. I can hear it.
Hey,
I can hear it, Q.
Well, no, it's because bro. Listen, it's been going on for a while, man. We've been saying this stuff for the last couple of years, and these people finally starting to make these moves. We've been telling them the same stuff over and over again. So it comes with a sense of vindication, but at the same time, it's bittersweet. Like you telling the truth, you're consistent, and you're doing what you need to do to make the team, see the light, so to speak. Eventually, the owner listened to it was a report that came out. I covered it early on, that she listened to the support base. She listened to the players. She went over Loomis and Lauscher, who's worse than Loomis. He doesn't do anything. Got over his head and fired. They told him to fire the guy. So they fired the guy, got him out of here. And now we will see how it affects. But we still have people here collecting checks and doing stuff, and they're not qualified to do it. These guys aren't really who they say they are. Mickey Loomis is not a real general manager, because I don't know one general manager in NFL that don't go out and evaluate his team every week, if not daily. That's his job. General manager usually comes with managing some shit. He don't do anything. A lot of the contract stuff is worked by his assistant. So, I mean, what does Mickey Loomis actually do? He does more of the VP job than anything. He wasn't doing the players say he rarely talks to them. He don't talk to the players. He don't know the temperature of his own team. He just, and that's lazy and trifling. And he has this smug mentality that makes everybody just want to smack the piss out of him. So at the end of the day, it's a weird energy over the top of the team dealing with these type of people that don't need to be in the positions that they are. You can't have a president of your football team, a president of football operations, and he don't operate nothing on the field. Get that guy, the chief accountant or whatever it is. Let him go over there and do that accountant stuff and find a real football mind to be the president of your team. You don't need a guy with two jobs sitting up on top of your team with no vision. That's what Loomis is. He doesn't have any vision. He's a vice president of football operations and a general manager. Well, guess what? The vice president's supposed to watch what the general manager doing. The guy's not doing his job, is what I'm saying. For her to go over his head to go and talk to players and supporters about the team, and the players and the supporters say the same thing, that's why she put them in the street. That's sad, man, because she's paying these two worthless bums money and they ain't doing nothing. So at some point, there has to be a reclassification of jobs. It has to be. Because that means that these two guys are out of touch and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not doing anything. They was basically helping the losing happen. They were basically agents from Atlanta. That's pretty much what they are. They were really Atlanta saboteurs, or whatever other team you want to put in there, actually sabotaging, getting paid to sabotage the Saints. They were sitting up. Loomis didn't want to fire Dennis Allen. He was making excuses to keep him there. And the man on a 7-game lose streak. How stupid is that? How blind is that? How non-visionary is that? So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is we have problems. We still have some people in the building that don't need to be there.
Jobs need to be reclassified. Reworking our organization needs to happen. This is real. I'm telling you, 100% reality what's happening with the New Orleans Saints right now and why they are a 2-7 team. Leadership starts from the top. When you don't have leadership at the top, this is what you get at the bottom. So Saints are old at the top, they're kind of old at the bottom. So above, so below. Said that on the show. So at the end of the day, man, we have to keep moving forward. We got to keep making these improvements. We got to keep making these adjustments. And it's time to bring the team into a new era of football where we have bright, fresh minds that's up in the echelons of the team, making football-related decisions. And all this old stuff from years past has to go. This old Mickey Loomis character with the general manager, that needs to be stripped away. More new football people have to be put up there. Lauscher needs to be reclassified. He's no president of football operations. He's make him a top accountant or whatever. But at the end of the day, these things need to happen to be competitive because all these other teams in the NFL are going about the business of winning. We can't fall behind in this era. We can't do it. So it starts Sunday against you guys getting on the right foot. But what a good footing that would be to beat a hated rival. Falcons not allowing them to sweep you, beating them, knocking them off their little pedestal first, because they'll be known as the Falcons. Is more than you just losing. It's more than you losing, because if the Saints are considered one of the worst teams in the NFL from a record perspective, if they beat the Falcons, that kind of casts some aspersions a bit on you. It's not just like, oh yeah, we lost to the 3-7 Saints. It's more than just that, my friend. You losing like that kind of diminishes you guys to a bit and could possibly kick you guys into a losing streak. Just saying.
Now that's hate right there, boy. Golly! That's hate right there, boy. The hate is real. Man. Look here, Q. Don't be trying to push what y'all got going on us.
No, that's not at all. That's not what I said. I said, listen, I'm saying that the environment, you can't you gotta check your environment, bro. You're coming into a hornet's nest. The Saints have lost 7 games in a row. They're getting a hated rival game, which is emotionally driven. They're looking to reestablish themselves from a respect standpoint. They just fired a bumbling, stumbling, possum-faced coach. So they out to prove something. So this is a very dangerous game for the NFC South leading Falcons. That's all I'm saying. And if you lose to the Saints, it's not the fact that we just lost to the 3-7 Saints. No, it wouldn't be that at all. It's the fact that you lost to one of the worst teams record-wise in the NFL, according to what they're saying. And that could very well have a mental effect on the Falcons to say, okay, how good are we if we lost to the Saints? And they only have 3 wins. I'm just saying, psychologically speaking, bro, that's a part of it. That's going to be a big test. So I'm just saying, check out the environment and just be prepared. Put the broom away, get your feather dust out, because you might need it. But anyway, listen, I'm sorry, brother. I'm going back to you. I'm sorry. What were you going to say, sir?
I hear what you're saying as far as like it being a situation where it's a very dangerous game it's a very dangerous game, period. Right? It's a dangerous game for the simple fact that, I don't feel like it's as dangerous for us. Because if we lose the game, okay, that's cool. We got essentially a 3-game lead in the NFC South. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to play the San Francisco 49ers. This game is very dangerous for y'all. Have you ever seen the Dark Knight? I think the Dark Knight Rises, Q, the one with Bane in it.
Yeah, I like that movie.
You seen that movie?
That was my favorite Batman movie.
Bane Darkness is your ally. Oh, okay. So you remember when Bane and Batman were fighting? And, Batman, was trying to fight Bane. It's like, oh, you use the dark as your ally. I was born in the dark, molded by it. You remember that whole... All right, so follow me now. You remember he was trying to fight Batman was trying to fight Bane. He was using all those little tricks and everything, and it wasn't working.
Yeah, it wasn't working, no.
So,
so are you guys Bane?
I mean, you think what thou wilt. After a while, it was a situation where, like, Batman just got upset. And he was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna let it all hang out," and he just started trying to fight Bane. And what happened? He broke his back. He broke his back. He couldn't do nothing. This game is very dangerous for the New Orleans Saints for that same reason, Q.
Because of Bane?
Because if y'all come out here and, we're doing the rah-rah, we got a whole nother energy now because we got a new coach who's, has all this bravado and everything. And, yeah, he gets everybody fired up. If y'all lost 7 games in a row and then y'all come out here and lose an 8th game and get swept by your most hated rival, that's going to break your back, Q. That's going to do you in. It ain't going to be, Q, come on. And you know it. You know it, Q. This is the last chance right here. This is the last chance before we start singing Seal. This is it. This is it, Q. Like a Michael Jackson concert. This is it. This is it. This is it, Q.
All I can say, bro, is right now we've been dealing with a lot of lows this season, right?
Oh, all right. Go ahead, Q.
No, hold on.
Go ahead.
That is all right. That is all right. Not. We talk about lows like highs, lows, right?
Oh, okay.
And yeah. I can see how you misinterpret that, but no, we've been dealing with a lot of lows this season. And the lows like, okay, underachieving, losing all of these games, not doing what we're supposed to do. But I'm saying you don't know how you preparing for the Saints realistically. What are you studying on what they're doing? With the new coach coming in there, there'll be a few wrinkles that he'll throw in there. So they do have somewhat of an element of surprise because with the new coach coming in, we don't know what the emphasis is or what they're planning on, what they're working on within this week. So they somewhat have an element of surprise. So yeah, if the Falcons beat the Saints, all that does is it just further, places the Saints into a position where they'll just be looking at the future. And then they're actually looking at the future right now. They only have 2 wins right now. So it ain't like, a third win to the Falcons is like going to, make us feel any worse than what we are, even though we don't like to be swept by the Falcons. It don't happen often, but yes, I mean, I don't think we talk about that. I mean, we know we got some work to do. We know eventually we got to get rid of this quarterback. Eventually we have to reach, beef up our offensive line. We have to do something with our defense. We got to add some more playmakers there. There's some stuff that we have to do, that we have to fix. So like I said, I think this will be more on you guys because you guys, according to what you're saying, you're playing, you're holding the lead right now. We're in the cellar. So, I mean, when I look at it, I'm like, okay, who's right now in position is doing some stuff that really don't want to lose anything right now. That's really a stakeholding right now. Atlanta's on top in the NFC South. They're in the penthouse. We're in the cellar. Where you gonna live? I said, I'm saying where you're in the penthouse. We're in the cellar. How far can they fall? I mean, they're in the cellar already. We're sitting in the cellar already, so we can't fall any lower than what they are right now, Lord. That's what I'm saying. All of it's on you guys. You sitting in the penthouse. You right now, y'all holding the cards. We can't fall any farther than what we are. We're in the cellar right now. So knocking y'all guys. No, actually, I don't think it's our Super Bowl, though.
You don't think so?
No, actually not, bro. I don't think this is our Super Bowl. I think they got a lot of good football left to play. And I think that's what I'm saying, man. There's still a lot of good players on this team. So, I mean, y'all to be honest with you, y'all coming along at the right time, to be honest with you. Y'all coming along, y'all, like I said, they have to get ready for this game. There ain't no need to get ready. They understand emotionally what this game means, and it's in the dome. Plus, Allen's gone. So they're gonna play some football. They're going to cut loose and play some football. So, will it be enough to beat the Falcons? We'll see. But I think the Saints are going to play. They're going to play unbounded.
Look.
So I don't think you can use your feather duster right now to clean up any feathers. You might have to.
It's a broom. You don't sweep with feather dusters, Q.
Well, I'm just saying.
You
might need it. No, I'm saying I believe in recycling. So you might want to take the feathers that will fall off or get knocked off and take some glue and then make you a feather duster and you use that to do what you need to do. I think that would probably be the best bet.
All I'm saying.
Just saying, I'm not a feather expert, but I do realize that you guys lose feathers all the time.
Down here. Doggone. I use them quarters. There you go. My bad, Q. You don't.
I've never seen you sweep. I never seen you sweep as much.
Yes, sweep as much. Oh man, Q. Yeah, I like to keep it tidy. Yeah,
well, that's good. I mean, but you're doing it as your live stream, so I guess you're making a point, right? You did just make a point.
You say what you want to, Q. It's
okay.
It's a situation.
Y'all see low here, huh?
My grandma used to say, "Hit dogs holler."
Y'all see low here. Y'all want y'all to see low. We see what Low's doing here. We see what Low's up to here. Y'all see what Low's up here. What are you doing?
You see the dustpan? You got the dustpan? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to just put it. You might have to get a piece of paper or something. Get a piece of paper and pick this stuff up with, and they go ahead and get it on up there. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work at multitasking.
Well, that's all right, brother. I'm happy for you there. Do your multitasking.
Yeah.
Make sure you take them feathers and get the glue and make the feather dust. You can sell them.
Feathers need to be got, Q.
You can sell them. After the game, you can sell them right there. I think a lot of Saints family members will buy them from you, Lord. I think they'll buy them. And they ain't gonna spend too much for them, but they'll still buy them for a souvenir.
Q. The fact of the matter is that I understand the point that you're trying to make, but all I'm saying is this game is a lot more bigger for y'all than it is for us. Because
I don't see how you're saying that, bro. We're the seller.
If y'all come to this situation with this new coach and this newfound energy, and you still get your back broke, Q, like it's like that. Who sung the song? Was it SWV? Who can I run to? Like that's literally what y'all gonna be saying. Because you like, man, Dennis Allen, we thought we could win with him, and now we got Rizzy. We think we can win with him, and that ain't working. So who can I run? Who can I run? Like, what are you gonna do, Q? What are you gonna do? That's all I'm saying. Because it's one of them situations where, like, if we lose, we'll say, okay, this is a situation where now, we need to readjust some things. They showed us holes that we didn't realize we had. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Bless you.
All that dust from sweeping, it got up there. But the fact of the matter is, for y'all, if it's a situation where y'all come out here and y'all lose 8 in a row, that's half the season. That's literally half the season of losing games. If y'all lose 8 games in a row, Q, like that's gonna be a backbreaker. People are gonna start, on they're gonna start shutting it down. They're gonna start shutting it down. Speaking of which, Saints family, we're gonna be in New Orleans this weekend. Coach Ronnie told me to ask y'all where can we go listen to some jazz music on the street, and where can we get some fresh oysters? Hey, baby, what's the oyster place you were talking about going to? Drago's. She was talking about Drago's, but
that's good, look.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Well, if y'all have any other suggestions, y'all let us know. But yeah, you were talking about Drago's. But yeah, Q.
There are quite a few of them.
So let me ask you this: like, what do the Falcons have? Like, what do we need to look out for going into this game?
I think the surprise factor, bro. Y'all don't know, what this. You look out for the surprise factor. Expect the Saints. Expect the unexpected. Because, a lot of the diehards and the who-dats, such as myself, we're looking at this team. We're saying, what are you guys going to do? Where's your pride? You don't have Dennis Allen anymore as an excuse to say why, you're being held back. You got a new interim coach here. You got an interim coach here. They need to show up. There's still a lot of money on this team. There's still a lot of talent on this team. It's time for these guys to step the hell up. Enough talking. Win a game. We don't have to, look at the totality of the rest of the season. Just win a game. And just do it week by week until you catch up. That's all they can do. So, be prepared, make your tackles, make your catches, stuff like that. So expect the unexpected. Expect them to play with energy. Expect them to play with passion. Expect them to have probably a really good effort. So, like I said, I think you guys coming along at the right time. That's why I'm saying I'm looking. I was like, man, with Dennis Allen in there, it would have definitely been a loss because he's not a motivator. He basically is an emotional governor. He dials them back. A lot of them people don't like him, but in the end, he's gone. A lot of people like Rizzy. They all like playing for Darren Rizzy. They all like, they gotta break the slide. So Cam Jordan, all these guys are prideful. This is the opportunity to stop the slide and get on the right side of things. And what a win it'll be to beat a hated rival who lead in the NFC South. So it'll be a kick in the teeth for the Falcons. So I would caution you guys to watch out for that and not be too quick to break out your brooms. Because it could be a situation where it could be a bit of karmatic energy happen here. The Saints beat you, and then you start second guessing yourself. How really good are we that the worst team in NFC South beat us? Or it could be a situation where the Saints always beat us, so whatever. We just beatable. It could be either one of those type of things, but it's just that's just my thoughts on it.
Who owns the series record?
Y'all got about one game.
Okay. That's all. So which percentage is higher? Who has the high percentage?
Look,
large numbers?
Well, you asked me, sir, and I'm just telling you that at the end of the day, you expect the unexpected. Expect the Saints to come prepared. I mean, not prepared, but maybe come to give a good effort. Expect the Saints to want to get off the snide of losing 7 straight games. Expect them to want to get a win. Expect them to come out and give you everything they got. Expect that to happen because at the end of the day, I anticipate that's what they're going to do because that's all they can do. I don't think they'll go into this game and go out and lay it down. I think they'll give it all they got. So, we're just that's my answer to that question, my brother.
So in so many words, what you're saying is you don't know.
I just told you. Sir, expect the unexpected.
It's not like you don't know, Q. I'm just saying. It's like I sound like you don't know.
I just said expect the. I said expect the unexpected, sir. That's what I said.
So whenever I say, hey, what do we need to look out for? To run.
I said expect the.
It's not like you don't know, Q. It's not like you.
I just said, brother, expect the unexpected. I'm telling you. Okay. The Saints, they're definitely going to run the ball because they have been running the ball really well over the last couple of games. It's been disjointed with them getting to the passing attack because the issues with the wide receivers. We need our wide receivers to step up. So they will have to get that involved. They got to get the tight ends involved. We still have Taysom. We still have Alvin Kamara. We still have some playmakers there. So the Saints have to get some of these wide receivers involved. They got to get other guys involved in the offense. And we'll see how it flows. But, man, like I said, with Dennis Allen out of the way, man, and maybe these guys can kind of get more creative. And you expect that to happen after getting the coach getting fired for being a bumbler.
Yeah.
But, like I said, they're going to run the ball. They're going to try to get into the play action bag. I think the defense is going to play with a lot of emotion. So, like I said, expect the unexpected. That encompasses all of that.
Well, I would tell you, if y'all run the ball, it's going to be one of those situations where that would be to your benefit. We did a little bit better last week of stopping the run. But if y'all run the ball and run play action off of it, also, I feel like your tight ends have a chance to have a big day on Sunday because, we give up a lot of stuff underneath. Your tight ends and Alvin Kamara, if you go back and look at the game that we had against Tampa Bay, Aiden had a career day, the Tampa Bay tight end. And, they were just throwing those swing passes and everything out of the backfield because, we play a soft zone and we got to come up and make tackles. Like that's what we do. We don't really guard people coming out of the backfield. We try to keep everything in front of us. We try to limit those shots over the top. So if y'all run the ball, throw the ball underneath, get yards after the catch, it's going to be hard to stop you. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Well, Lou, I appreciate you saying that, bro, because I looked at the issues with the Saints, defensively speaking. They did a better job and slowing the run down over the last game, even the game before that. They did a decent job. Prior to that, guys, they just was getting knocked off their blocks. Another thing is too, the Saints defense under Dennis Allen was drastically bad. That's how you know he was teetering on the wrong side. His defense was just stalwart, just failed. Statistically, they ranked 32nd in the NFL. They were 28th against the pass, 28th against the rush. The last couple of games actually, they improved. But like I said, it's still work to be done. But with all that being said, they have to be able to put it together and be able to get a win, bro. And that's what you need to focus on, just one win at a time. And they most certainly got enough talent to be able to defeat the Falcons. Not, no disrespect, but anybody could be beaten any given Sunday. And that's what it comes down to. As long as we have Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill and some of our guys like that, we have an opportunity, because these are guys that's difficult to stop. When Taysom Hill gets going against the Falcons is always a problem. So, like I said, bro, so defensively speaking, the weaknesses, if you talk about weaknesses on the Saints defense, is the secondary. We got some issues going on with our cornerbacks. Lattimore got traded. That Alante Taylor will have to step up, do his thing. Kool-Aid McKinstry is dealing with a hamstring issue. We'll see if he plays in the matchup. And other players will have to step up in the Saints secondary, possibly get Will Harris back, who started the season for us, was playing really good at the safety position. He's possibly on par to come back for this matchup. So we'll see how it all works, bro. But yeah, the Saints secondary right now going through a bit of a change. Paulson Adebo, our other cornerback, is done for the year. He got hurt. He's out for the rest of the season. So the Saints have to really these cornerbacks, DBs have to step up in the secondary. And up front, our guys have to get pressure on the quarterback, Kirk Cousins. They got to get him on the ground. They got to pressure him. And also one of the more difficult things is they have to deal with stopping Bijan Robinson. And not even the Bijan was the dude. It was Tyler Algieri that really hurt the Saints last time they played. Tyler Algieri really beat up the Saints. They did a decent job of stopping Bijan, oddly enough, but it was Tyler that really made things pop there. So at the end of the day, man, it's going to be a tall order. But the Saints, I think it's all about who wants it more. And I think the Saints really want to get up off this 7-game losing streak. And what better way to do it than to do it against the Falcons?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I understand. I mean, look, if it was a situation where if I was a player for the New Orleans Saints, I would be telling everybody it's do or die, lock and load. Like if we ain't, even if it's a situation where we might not do nothing this year, what can you give me today? Because today we playing the boys that we don't like. So if it was a situation where if I was a Saints player, I mean, it'll be like a old school Mary J. Blige song, all or nothing at all. But
right.
The thing is that I've been in those situations, and the thing is that whenever everything you just down bad and you turn around and you lose again, that's soul crusher, bro. That's back breaking. Then it's like you start. It's not just a physical thing. Then it turns into mental and emotional issues, because then you start thinking, you asking questions like, "Am I good enough? Is it a situation where like, are they going to replace me? Is somebody else going to come and take my spot?" Because we lost 8 straight games, and we got swept by the eventual NFC South champions that we hate. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I hear what you're saying. Like, that's why it's such a huge game for the New Orleans Saints. And right. what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna be at the game on Sunday, but I'm gonna wear my earbuds and I'm gonna be listening to you. And I'm gonna hear, in your voice how important this game is to you.
I'm gonna bring you in from the directly. I'm gonna send you the link so you can chime in on the post game, so you can say what you're gonna say from the stadium. And after the Saints win the game, I want to hear you say what you're gonna say. Or when the Falcons win the game, whatever the outcome is, just contact. I'm gonna give you the link where you can pop up on the post game, my brother, and then and speak your piece. How about that, Lo?
Look. I'm definitely cool with that. That's how we always do it. Q. We keep it a buck now. You know how we do. We don't run it high.
No.
I mean,
that's right.
Just like Mickey. Just like Mickey. I got that thing on.
Oh, hold on now. I'm telling you now.
I got that thing on.
Hold on. That's a goddamn lie. I'm guy kicked my basket over. I was at the supermarket. Guy, eggs and bread, and some bitch kicked it over. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? I was about to pull it out. I can't go to jail right now. I gotta fix this damn team. I created a mess. He kicked my damn basket over. I was like, what part of the game is that? Stop the cap. Some bitch kicked it off. I'm like, wow, man, stop the cap, some bitch. This guy's crazy. The guy's crazy. Shit. I don't know what to say.
Mickey keep that thing on him. Mickey keep that thing on him.
Well, you better believe it. I practice in the mirror. Twirl it like I'm from the Wild Wild West. I spin it on the finger and hey, low, I grease my holster. I practice. I got a hat and everything. I'll tell you.
Oh Lord have mercy. Man, well, I'll tell you what you probably need to look out with the Falcons for. Look, it's one of them situations moving forward. The Falcons offensively, they're just a balanced team. I know that you said that last time Alvin Kamara, he was the one that was getting off, but I mean these last three games or so, Bijan Robinson, he's been averaging like 125 all-purpose yards. He's been getting more than that every game. He's catching the ball. In the last game, he touched the ball in the first 18 touches, the first 18 offensive plays. He touched the ball 12 times. So I mean they're peppering Bijan Robinson the ball. So it's one of those situations where he's definitely a threat. Like I said, Kyle Pitts, he's been going off, and I don't know because Drake London, he had a hip pointer. He got hurt in the last game whenever he caught a touchdown. But Darnell Mooney, y'all know him, Tulane guy. He's one of the best deep threats in the NFL. So, I mean, we got the weapons, and, whenever we're coming in there, we're going to come in there. And our goal is to score points. We're not playing the radio. We're not playing that whole, hey, we're going to try to hold the ball and try to play defense. Now we're going to score points. And in the words of our quarterback, Kirk Cousins, the goal is to come in your trap and take over your trap.
Well, if anything, Lo, that would be probably the best way to attack the Saints, so to speak, because the secondary is a question mark. I'm gonna just be honest with you. The secondary is a big question mark. Them trading Lattimore, Debo not being there means Alontae Taylor's a nickel guy, has to step into a higher role. Kool-Aid McKinstry's dealing with hamstring issues. Our other guy, Rico Payton, the undrafted cornerback that really stepped up in preseason and the training camp, he's dealing with some type of issue. I think he got a groin or something like that. I have to check out, I forget, but he has an issue he's dealing with. So, we see Shamar Jean-Charles, who actually got an interception. He wrestled one away from a guy last week. You'll see some of these guys play. So our cornerbacks, man, will have to step up. Our safeties will have to step up. Just our secondary period will have to have a better performance. And really up front, our pass rushers have to be able to get to the quarterback, speed his clock up. Can't allow him to stand back there in that pocket and deliver that ball. And that's far too often the Saints defense have done that throughout the year. They haven't gotten home. They'll get pressure at times early in the game, then it will wane. And then eventually, the pocket, the quarterback stand tall in the pocket, make plays. It happened last week against Carolina when they started off good, and then as the game progressed, Carolina's line solidified, it calcified, And the next thing you know, the Saints couldn't get there. Bryce Young had plenty of time to stand in the pocket, make decisions, even scramble around if he needed to. So that can't happen with Kirk Cousins. They have to be able to, the front guys there on that defensive line they have to bring the pressure there, knowing that the secondary is having issues and change over there. So that's usually how it go. Pressure has to be put on Kirk Cousins. Not only that, but you have to knock him on his ass. You got to rattle him. You got to sack him. And that's what they're going to have to do to help out that secondary back there. So, that's definitely the way to attack them if you want to have success to challenge the Saints secondary.
Yeah. Yeah. And ATLGA Faithful in the comments, he said Bryce Young stood tall, against that Saints defensive line. So, I mean, hopefully, Kirk Cousins could stay back there.
He played well.
Yeah. Hopefully Kirk could stay back there and make some plays for us. Well, this is the time in the show where we ask everyone to give their predictions. If y'all could in the comments, make sure that you give your predictions. Also, y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button for both respective channels. If it's a situation where you're a Falcons fan and you're trying to get some intel on the Saints, y'all make sure that y'all watch Q's channel. It's a situation where he's the he's the plug. If you want any information on the Saints, he got it for you. If you're a Saints fan and if you want to watch this run, this historic run that the Falcons are going to make sure you subscribe to Big Low Country Sports. Q, is the invitation still open for February?
We're gonna hold off on that, Low, because I'm gonna tell you one thing, brother. If y'all are welcome anytime, we just not welcome in the dome during the Super Bowl. So
come Q. So
I'm sorry, brother.
Oh, okay. Come.
Y'all welcome down here anytime.
I was good a few weeks ago. You didn't think we were gonna make it. That's what that was. You didn't think we were gonna make that run. And now you try to pull it back. That's all right, Q. That's all right.
Hold on. No, you still got a lot of season left, bro. You still got 8 games remaining, bro. A lot can happen within 8 games, my brother.
You're right.
A lot of stuff can happen.
So Q, what's your
Big J says be patient, the Falcons will collapse.
See, that's that hate. That's that hate. Just hoping another team collapses, boy. That's why it's called hate week, boy. Y'all legit be hating.
Well, that does mean that is a part of hate week, Lo. You're absolutely right on that, sir.
That's legit hate.
Yeah,
go.
That's definitely some hate.
What's your prediction, man? What's your prediction for this game, brother?
I'm gonna say the Saints win the game. I think the Saints beat the Falcons. I don't think it'll be a blowout, nothing like that. I think we'll beat the Falcons 7, maybe between 3 and 7 points. I don't consider it a blowout. I think we finally get up off the snide. I think the Saints will kind of have a moment where they'll have a moment of like release, like of we free, that type of stuff. That kind of stuff, because with Dennis Allen out of here, the Falcons, all that energy, all these playmakers, these veterans here, they finally get a win against the team, and they know that it wouldn't be good to be swept by the Falcons. I think all that is on their mind. I think they'll play well enough to be able to at least get a very close win. So I'm gonna pick the Saints to beat the Falcons and split with them, and ultimately I think that would get this steamroll effect mentally for the Falcons to be like, damn, the Saints beat us. Are we really as good as what we are? So that's my thoughts on it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say I'm going to say the Falcons are going to beat the Saints by I think 8 or 9 points. I'm looking at 28 to 20, 28 to 19, something like that. I feel like the Saints are going to they're going to give us everything they got. But I feel like they're going to come to a realization, that things have legitimately changed. Pam said, "Tell the bird lady to turn herself in. It's too late. She locked up, Pam." But it's one of those situations where, I mean, I feel like we're going to put points on the board. Y'all are going to come out emotional because, like you said, they feel like they're free, and once you start putting those points on the board, Derek Carr is going to start feeling the pressure. He's going to try to make things happen, and it's going to be one of them situations where he's going to slip up, throw a couple of picks, or hold the ball a little bit too long, and it's just going to be it's going to be beyond getting back. And we're the type of team where we don't really blow teams out. Once we get a lead and we know we pretty much got control of the game, we'll just chill out a little bit after that. So I don't see it being like a double-digit victory or anything like that, but I can see us winning by 8 to 9 points.
Okay. All right, I feel that, Lord. I got you, brother. Like I said, man, it's gonna be fun either way, man. At the end of the game, like I said, I'm gonna send you the link at the start. You'll have it long before then. You can chime in after the post game when it's over with, give you your thoughts on the game. But I really do am thinking Saints have lost long enough, and I think this is a moment where they're like, man, we're gonna get this. They're gonna put everything they got into this game. Like I said, I can't tell one thing about Derek Carr either. I think the Saints will rely on the running attack because I have confidence in that. I think Carr he'll do enough not to hurt the Saints. I know the Saints last week watched and they made an adjustment. Later on in the game when Carr kind of was struggling with his accuracy and all this kind of stuff, but the Saints have to go over what works. They got to operate through the running attack using Kamara and Taysom Hill. And when we got those guys, I think stuff can happen with those guys. So if the Saints operate through them, I think we'll be fine. Plus the defense, I think defense will create turnovers. I think the defense will get to Kirk Cousins a couple of times. I think it'll be a high energetic game for both parties. I think it'll be good football. So, I'm looking forward to it, bro, to see what we got.
Hey, man, look, it's always a good time. Whenever the Falcons play the Saints, it's one of the best times of the year, in my opinion. And the time to get a chance to get together with you too, man. I definitely enjoy it, brother.
Same to you, brother.
Definitely. Thank you so much for coming on and chopping it up with old country boy. I definitely appreciate it.
Same here, Lo. Anytime, brother. Like I said, y'all always welcome down here. Just when the Super Bowl come, we don't, you're not welcome in the dome, brother. We just can't.
I just can't believe you just gonna retract the offer like that, man.
You're always welcome to the, you and Coach Ron are always welcome down here, man. But your team about playing in the Super Bowl, oh man, hell no, hell no.
I thought we were better than that, man.
Well, you're welcome to come to the dome, but you keep your damn team out of there, brother. That's all I'm saying, brother. I'm sorry, brother. Y'all feel the same way if y'all had a Super Bowl up there and the Saints talking about going to play the Super Bowl in Atlanta and win the Super Bowl in Atlanta. How would y'all feel? Atlanta Falcons supporters in the chat. How would y'all feel if the Saints, whenever y'all get the Super Bowl? When the last time y'all had the Super Bowl, though? When that happened?
We had like 5 years ago, I believe. Yeah, like 5 years ago. But we're getting it again in 2028.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. How would it feel, though? The Saints in the Super Bowl in Atlanta. How would that strike your fancy? Would that make you feel? How would that make y'all feel?
I wouldn't like it, but if I made a promise, I'd be like, hey, I said,
let me ask you something, bro. Let me ask you something, brother. Why is this? What you got this juvenile video up here? What's going on? With the Lovenile video, what's going on with the Lovenile?
I love that name, that Lovenile. Oh yes, I love that. Yeah.
Why is Lovenile on the screen?
Well, Q, it's hate week. It's hate week. So,
okay.
We gotta do what we do.
That's you who about to lose in the bin time. Saints fans all confused thinking that they're going to win, huh? Oh, you finna take a L, huh? You running around here looking for Drew, huh? You don't know what to do, huh? Oh, them boys worried, huh? Little one, I ain't tripping, but you gotta play them birds, huh? Oh, you cheering for your team, huh? You ain't playing, huh? You getting naked, huh? I know you ain't gonna let us just come and run you, huh? Stun front you, huh? Straight up run you, huh? Oh, you for sure know how to hate, huh? You can't stand Jesse Pace, huh? It's all in your face, huh? Oh, you know this ain't your place, huh? You don't know what to say, huh? You want to stay in first place, huh? Look, you can't stand them birds, huh? You're scared of them birds, huh? While you playing them birds, huh? We them dirty birds. We got the South on fire, kicking them things between the washing and the dry. You know what it is. We beefing all hate, weekend and handling biz, and we don't keep them ain't cooking. We them dirty birds. We got the South on fire, kicking them things between the washing and the dry. You know what it is. We beefing all hate, weekend and handling biz, and we gonna keep them ain't cooking. What in the world, bro? Shout out to What in the World, bro, record. 404 degrees. We there. Coach on that state, we got us one thing.
Fans.
We there. Yeah.
Thank y'all for the motivation.
8 times down. Yeah. If they on Bourbon Street and they hear them Falcons coming, better run for it, run. Better run for it, run. Yes, sir. Man, boy, let me go ahead and get on out of here, bro. You know what's going down. We're going to be partying on Sunday night. You know what's going down. What in the world, bro?
Daggone, boy. Daggone. Man.
Lova now. 404 degrees, huh?
404 degrees, man. That's it.
Oh, that's very creative, Lo. Very creative, my brother.
Okay, man. In honor of Hate Week, you know you had to do it. Look at, man. Thank everybody for coming on to Till the Knot with us. We definitely appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. I need y'all to stay safe. Please don't do anything that I would do. And look, just waiting on Sunday, Bo. Just waiting on Sunday. Y'all take it easy, man. What in the world, Bo?
Peace out, y'all. Be